Game coin bonus. 7. Ranking advance bonus. 8. Ranking global pool bonus.
Doing the impossible.
Depending on where you're calling in from. My name is Rudy Salaya from sunny Southern California. Welcome everybody to Suponic Planet. I like what I just saw in one of the chats. They said, instead of packing the house, let's pack Suponic Planet. I love it. That is what it's all about, guys. And so I want to welcome everybody here to one of the greatest opportunities literally of our lifetime. And I have some very, very special guests. Obviously, we've been knocking out tons and tons of presentations over the last 2 or 3 weeks, especially for Team CGP. Starting to get a lot of international growth, starting to see a lot of new faces, a lot of new names. And I just want to take the time to let you guys know how much I appreciate all of you. This is a very casual meeting. This is very informative more than anything else, but I really want to stress to you how important this moment is. This is a very critical moment because there's never been any more exciting time to be alive than right now, okay? And I know, again, thoughts and prayers go out to everybody that's dealing with the pandemic and, you know, COVID-19. And of course, if your family or friends have been affected, our thoughts and prayers go out to you on behalf of Suponic, because truly this is one big family. And I know that during some of the most perilous times, some of the most challenging times, what doesn't challenge us won't change us. And I truly feel like when you can find a solution for the masses during a crisis, that's when you're going to really, really have tons of success. That's when you will achieve incredible amount of wealth and success. And there's so much to go around for everybody here in Suponic. I remember starting the business literally in April, but I got a phone call from my friend Hayward, calling Game Warden, calling Coach Cole. All right. And what's so unique about this opportunity is that I was so immersed into my other business that I kept telling him, I said, brother, I love you, but I don't have time for this right now. I have so much going on. You know, when you see exactly what this is, you know, maybe you'll understand it and appreciate it a little bit more. And I say, you know what, go ahead and send me some information. Again, kept calling me, kept texting me. And it's all about timing in people's lives, okay? And we're going back to around tail end of March, going into April. And so what happened is that because he was coming from a place of love and he knew exactly what he was sitting on, and coming from a banking background, not a network marketing background, but a banking background, all he knew is that he wanted to help his friend. And because of his persistency and his consistency, I happened to join Suponic because he sent me a text message that just sealed the deal. You're going to hear from him tonight. That's the best part. A lot of you guys that are brand new to this business, I've been sharing my story for quite a while, and this is why this call is so special to me, and I'm going to remember it forever because this is where it all started. Okay, the person in that picture, he kept calling me and texting me. He's in the back of the room right there. And he just knew he was at the right place at the right time. He's like, Rudy, you've got to check this out. But the text that did it was, it was at 30 cents. He's like, Rudy, the credit is only 30 cents. You need to get in, and it's only $100. And I was like, you know what? And I think you guys know what I'm talking about. We've all been there before, where I was like, okay, here's $100. Just give me my 30 cents worth of coin. Whatever. I've seen these before, right? Same exact thing that I deal with every day. So I understand where you're all coming from. And what makes this call so special is I want to cover the promotions that are going on, so that way you guys don't feel like you've been left behind, because there's a lot of leadership behind the scenes that are really making things work. and putting in feedback from the field. We're listening. We know what you guys want. So we kind of rewinded back in time, and we brought the Suponic game credit all the way down to 62 cents, which is incredible. Congratulations to those that took advantage when there was a 44 cents, there was a 50 cent, there was a 57 cents, and now we're at 62 cents. And so guys, talk about being at the right place at the right time. This is the month that is either going to make you or break you. The reason why I say that is because we have so many incentives, and we're going to cover those tonight. But also, you're going to hear from some of the people that have been a part of my story. Those of you guys that just joined the business, you've heard the name Bobby Jones. You've heard the name Fatai Miley James, known as the Crypto Queen. You've heard about Sis Evelyn and Shirley Okada. You've heard about all these names, Hayward Cole, Game Warden. And there's so many others that are a part of the infancy stages of this business. Some of them are in this photo right here that you're seeing with none other than our CEO, AC Green, in the back, okay? And I remember joining this business. We didn't have a really nice website, I'll tell you that much, all right? This website is 10 times improvable. Then you also had no presentations. We had no YouTube channels. We had no overviews. It was like no videos, nothing, no promotions. We only got this awesome promotion every week that paid out for the top recruiter. And I remember being in the business and just starting out. My first week, I went 45 wide because they were giving us a $500 bonus, okay? That $500 bonus for bringing in the most recruits. Well, Biggie, okay, started at, I think it was 17 people. And so he got $500 bonus. And then I came out of nowhere, brought in 45 people. I remember picking up a check at the corporate office. And then Jay Park himself was on a call. And this is at the time when nobody even knew who we were. Jay Park said, hold on, real quick. I don't know who this Rudy guy is, but I'm going to do this. I know he's working hard. He just started the business. I'm going to go ahead and throw an extra $1,000 in there. And I remember it like it was yesterday. Like everybody on the phone was like, whoa, like all clapping. My phone started blowing up with text messages. Those of you guys who were in the beginning stages remember all these things like they were yesterday. And so the whole purpose is, and then Chantel came in under Fatai, okay, and the OMJ Enterprise, and how they were building teams so quick. I couldn't even keep up. And this girl named Chantel Boucher came out of nowhere. And guess what she did? She did 100 directs, guys, 100 directs. Think about what that did for her business. Think about what that did for their whole entire organization. And we didn't have the systems, tools, and resources like you're seeing today. And so this photo is where it all began. And you guys are going to hear a few stories about Jay Park. You guys are going to hear stories from people that started in the beginning stages at 30 cents. And the most important thing is you guys are going to hear why we all need to take incredible amount of action more than ever before. I'm going to dub this month the September to Remember, because that's what it's about. We're going to remember this moment for the rest of our lives, all because of Suponic. So with that, enough of hearing from me, because those of you guys that see my presentations every day or every other day, you guys see me enough. And so I want to give the floor to my first guest, someone that has been a really good friend of mine. We were in the e-commerce business together. We've been in the life insurance business together. We've just grown to become family and very, very close. And I think that's the most important thing in this business, is building those relationships. You know, relationships are the biggest equities in life. Because it's the moments that we cherish, and these type of businesses that can help flourish those relationships. And I'm just so happy that she caught the vision just as fast as I did. And I'll let her share the story. Game Warden was trying to get both of us on this thing, and I was like, I'm busy. She was like, I'm busy. I'll let her share her version of the story. But nonetheless, I'm just so glad she caught the vision when she did. All the way from Fontana, California, which is about 45 minutes from my home here in Orange County. So with that, Fatai Miley James, also known as the Crypto Queen, are you there?
I'm here. Can you guys hear me? My apologies. I told Rudy in advance. Life happens even in a quarantine. I'm helping my niece move, so there's a lot of traffic and all of that good stuff happening behind me. So Thank you so much, Rudy, for having me on the call. And I do remember back to those calls from the game warden. In fact, the crazy thing is this: Rudy and I, we were working together. You know, we're always working and grinding, and you know, he was coming and doing presentations for his business at what we call mixers that my insurance business was happening was having, and we had him as a guest so that he can come. And we had talked about you know, Hayward coming to share Suponic Global, but his gaming business. We had no clue, the both of us, because we were busy. And, you know, that was supposed to happen. But unfortunately, of course, quarantine happened. It shut down. And like Rudy said, you know, the amazing thing is that Game Warden kept reaching out. And just like Rudy gave his story about, you know, here's, you know, my gosh, here's my $100. Just give me my 30-cent tokens already. For me, you know, he called and he says, Ty, the token is going to go up. If you don't get in by this Sunday, by Monday, it's going to go up. And I just felt like I was going to be missing like the best sale or something. So I said, okay, I'm going to be on the call. And, you know, there we were on the call that weekend. And of course, like they say, the rest is history. And really what sealed the deal for me was coming from a place of 2 years prior being on a project with my business partner, Evelyn and Shirley, where we actually worked directly with a development company who was developing a blockchain, a proprietary blockchain. So when I started hearing the languaging of what they were creating, tokenized ecosystem, creating a token that would be used by a user base, because therefore the token would not be subject to you know, the volatility that the normal cryptos experience, because there's no particular usage for them. You know, when they started talking about that, I thought to myself, there's something here, because I know the first project that I worked on is a true proprietary blockchain, and they're talking the same language. So I kept open to it. And of course, like they say, you know, I got schooled by the best, you know, Mr. Hayward Cole in the space of gaming and how massive that industry is. And, you know, knowing that blockchain is coming to the forefront, that we are in an opportunity to participate in something in its infancy that has not yet arrived to the mainstream, very, very attractive to me. And then, of course, the credibility of our CEO, Mr. AC Green, 3-time, you know, NBA Lakers champion. I mean, come on now. Rudy's got a Lakers hat on. And, you know, I grew up in LA, so, you know, we bleed red, gold and purple, you know, Lakers all the way. So, you know, his credibility and knowing who he was as far as the work that he was doing in the community. I didn't know who Jay Park was. I know who Jay Park is now. I didn't know, you know, who any of the other leaders were, but I knew who AC Green was, and I knew his integrity. And because of that, I said, I'm going to stay open and I'm going to listen. And like they say, the rest is history. It's an amazing, amazing opportunity. I've discovered that for myself. And so like Rudy said, you know, we laugh about it because I don't think anybody could say anything for us to be out of the Suponic Kool-Aid. But, you know, it's tasty, it's wonderful. And I am so happy to be on this call here tonight to lend my voice to anybody who is on this call, who is still on the fence, you know, who is thinking, is this the right place for you? Whatever I can do to help get you to the decision that is best for you. That's what we're here for. That's what Rudy's here for. That's what I'm here for. That's what all the leaders on this call are here for, because we're solidly here. We understand what this opportunity is going to be. Two of the biggest digital spaces, cryptocurrency and gaming, bringing those together in this $1 trillion industry that we're tapping into, and with a visionary like Jay Park and some of the personal experiences that Rudy and I have been able to get on many of phone calls with him. He is next level. Gail is on this call as well, brother. So
Awesome.
sometimes we joke because you know, we swear that you know, he's an alien being. We call him alien Alien J, because it's just next level. So with that, brother, thank you so much for the opportunity to share and for the opportunity to be here with all of you. And I give it back to you.
Thank you for tying real quick. You're not going to get away too soon. I want to ask you, how's the team building been? What's your team looking like? Because I know you're out there crushing it with Shirley and Evelyn and the Philippines, and you got just teams all over the place. How's that going for you?
You know what? It is incredible. We have the unique pleasure of being associated with some amazing leaders, from Theodore West to Mary Lou Torres, Kahanu Coleman. There are so many, I don't want to start naming them because I might forget somebody. You know how that gets you. It gets you in trouble. I see Lloyd on the call as well. And we've been blessed to have people, running with us, that it's like they say, you become a leader of leaders. Rudy, you know that, you're in that space. And so, in this short period of time, we have been able to amass over a team of over 2,000 people. We are almost at 1.5 million under the team, and it continues to grow. And, just very, very exciting. And it's all about teamwork. And the one other thing I will add, the leaders on this call that are under us, they will tell you all of them are making money in pre-launch, all of them.
In pre-launch. And we get calls, right, Fatai? I mean, some people don't have to go back to their JOB, and that's beautiful.
Absolutely. And some people, I get texts saying that some people are making more than what they make at their JOB.
Wow. That's some powerful stuff. Awesome. Well, Fatai, let's go ahead and hear from Sis Evelyn and Sis Shirley, and I want to hear their perspective on everything and share their what's been going on with everybody here on this call. Are they with us?
I'm here, brother.
Absolutely. Ev is here.
She is Lady Ev. Okay, Sis Ev, thank you so much for being on here. I call these my Suponic angels. All three of them are just amazing human beings, and they just wear their heart on their sleeve. They're always putting everybody else first. And Sis Ev, how's everything going, and why did you join Suponic?
Hello, everyone. Good evening. And, maybe from the rest of the world might be morning for them. So thank you so much, Brother Rudy, for the opportunity to, share this opportunity and why I'm so excited about this. I started actually knowing about Bitcoins back in 2014. And back then, when Bitcoin was shared to me, it was only almost at $200. Because it's almost $200. I don't understand it, but I know that, it sounds interesting. I don't know about cryptocurrency, but I have a computer science background, so I like technology. So since then, I invested in the mining, and I only put in a very little amount of money. And, lo and behold, I've made a lot of money when Bitcoin turned into 20,000. Back in 2017, almost 20,000. I remember it's 19,700. That was life-changing for me. And, it changed the whole entire course. I invested in my business. I bought some properties. I bought the stuff that, before it's just so impossible, for me to get because of Bitcoins. And since then, I started digging into cryptocurrency, and I stepped into what me and Sister Fatai, the crypto queen here, landed into, which is like the blockchain for healthcare. And then now, when she shared to me, she knows it's going to be easy. As long as there's a blockchain involved, there's, gaming is also another good opportunity to be involved with. I'm very open with cryptocurrency because it's life-changing for me. I've opened, I was able to get into skincare and supplement company. That's my first business that I've invested from my Bitcoins that I invested back in 2014. It was life-changing. So now, I don't share it with people before. It's because they told me in the beginning when I invested in Bitcoin that it's a scam, So I told my friends, looking back, that's the best scam I've ever get involved with, and I'm willing to share it with everybody, because it's very, very life-changing. And from now on, I don't want my family and friends to be left behind. I'm going to give them a chance to say no, but I'm going to be sharing it with everybody that I know and I come across with. So I shared it with my brother. My brother is a pastor in the Philippines, They never involved in Bitcoin back in 2014. They got left out. So this time I wanted them to make sure that they're gonna be jumping on board on this opportunity. I don't want them to miss this again. And so now we're building in the Philippines. We have a lot of people that are from other businesses before. They just join into any cryptocurrencies without understanding, that it has to have, like what Sister Fatai said, a proprietary blockchain, to back up with the cryptocurrency. So now that's what we do. We educate our family and friends in Asia. We're reaching out to some people that are involved in cryptocurrency but doesn't really understand how cryptocurrency is supposed to work, and that's how we grow our business. So right now that we have a good video that explains the business, it's easier for us now to just relay the business, do our own presentations each week. So we have Tuesday in the Philippines. We do every morning in the Philippines. Every Tuesday we're gonna do our own presentation, because everything is already provided, like what Brother Rudy said. When we started, we don't have any. Now we have all the tools. And now with the video that explains the whole entire business without me, the video explains better, the business than I do. So it's easier now to do a presentation on my own anywhere in the world. So that's how we grow. So we do have our Philippine Friday every Friday at 7 o'clock PST time. And then every Tuesday we do our own for the Philippine team. So it's you guys are, I can't tell you enough how important this is for you guys to understand and be involved. I mean, we go to the casino and we put in $500 like it's nothing. And you're expecting a 50-50 chance. What if, just like what I did, I've only invested $1,800 back in 2014. And I've enjoyed that $1,800 investment that I borrowed from credit card back then. And then it's life-changing for me now. Like I said, if there's something that back up to it, I don't want to be left out. And that's what you guys are here for. And I'm so blessed that Brother Rudy, Brother Hayward, Sister Patai share this information with me. But I am more than open. It's because I've been there. So thank you so much, brother, for letting me share my story with you guys.
I love it. I love it. Thank you so much for sharing your story. And of course, just you and your awesome husband, Twan, you guys are just all family to me. And I'm just so happy that you guys were on board. All right, awesome. And then is Shirley the last Suponic angel? Is she there?
She's here.
I am here, Rudy.
Hey, Shirley, good to hear your voice. That's how busy we are. We don't even get to talk to each other.
Oh, I know.
So go ahead.
Well, I apologize. I was on a little late here. I've got mom traveling over here, but I am so honored. Thank you, Rudy, for allowing me to just share a little bit. I am probably the most rookie of them all, and I've been blessed to partner with Crypto Queen, my sister Fatai, as well as Sis Evelyn here, who has a lot of success background in Bitcoin. And I've just been going by faith, to be honest. But my background has been in corporate America, as well as I've had some great success in network marketing as well on the product services side. But I am fascinated by this, I don't even want to say trend, but this movement of cryptocurrency, especially esports gaming. I am so impressed with the leadership, the support, and where we're headed with this movement of helping a lot of people in this opportunity, because that's where my heart is. If there's a great opportunity, a great service, a great vision, great leadership, great company, I'm all for it. And I am just really honored because it's very exciting. Like I said, I'm a rookie, but now I'm educating myself a lot with respect to learning from this business, even just understanding, changing, transferring Bitcoin from my wallet to another wallet, et cetera. It's been so fun. And Sis Fatai can vouch for me. I've been so resistant in the beginning, but it's the best thing I've ever done. And it's amazing in such a short amount of time, the success that we've been able to create because of the people that we shared with as well, and our own efforts. It's very, very exciting. So Rudy, thank you. It's an honor to be here, and I appreciate your leadership. and all the leaders involved here. I'm very humbled and excited.
Oh, awesome. It's such a delight to hear from you, Shirley. And by the way, Shirley does so much behind the scenes. In the beginning, she was putting out all the flyers. I was like, oh my God, we got another pro gamer. Oh, we have another pro gamer. Remember that? And now
Yeah.
it's like, everything's so automated. It's like there's a flyer as soon as someone hits pro gamer or elite gamer. But back then we were like all over the place. So that is so awesome. I love it. Thank you so much, Shirley, for sharing that. And Sis Evelyn and obviously Crypto Queen, appreciate you. Let's go ahead and move it over. It's my brother from another mother. He is actually one of my mentors. He's been in the industry for 40 plus years. I'm not even going to try and guess, but he is someone that I really look up to. We've been in the e-commerce space as well, along with Crypto Queen. Also like family. He's someone that I can call and always ask for advice. I remember when I first saw Suponic, I sent him I said, hey, real quick, can you check out this video? He looked at it and he's like, sign me up. He didn't even think about it. I sent him this little tiny video, and trust me, these videos were horrible. I'm not even kidding you. Some of these videos, I don't even know how the heck we even shared them, and people signed up left and right. But without further ado, from Fontana, California, my good friend, my mentor, Bobby Jones. Bobby, you on the line?
Yes, I am. Can you hear me, Rudy?
I can hear you, brother. Mr. Elite Gamer, by the way, all these are elite gamers. And so thank you, Bobby.
Thank you first for having me speak on this call. And I would like to just echo the sentiments from the other leaders that have already spoken. The beauty is we're all part of one team and one dream. And I would tell you this, just to keep my session short, because I'm sure Rudy has a lot of things to share tonight, but I have been in the network marketing business for 45 plus years. When I saw this, there were some things that drew me to Suponic Global right away. Number one was the leadership. AC Green, Jay Park, when I got to hear him speak, it was amazing. And then not only the leadership, but this business in this space. This is a recession-proof business. When, you know, our economy is doing bad, video games are doing fantastic. When our economy is doing great, video games are still doing great. So when I saw that, I thought, you know, these are some of the ingredients you need for a successful business. So after Rudy contacted me and I did join Suponic Global, the thing that amazed me the most in every network marketing business I've ever been in, you always have attrition. You have people that are not making money and they leave. This is the only business that I can say that I've been in 45 plus years that has absolutely no attrition. I have not lost one member who has signed up with Suponic Global since I started April 7th. And right now we have about 2,800 members. It's amazing that this is a business that is so fantastic that it is guaranteed that people will be successful in it. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about that. Anybody that's already a member of Suponic Global is already in a plus. They're already making money simply from the credits going up in value. You're already making money. But then we have a Nobel Peace Prize comp plan where there are so many different ways to earn money in this business that normally when I talk to people, I don't even explain all of them because it's too confusing. There's so many ways that you can make money. So I just cover the main points where they can make a life-changing income that can change not only their lives, but people that they care and love also. So with that, I want to turn it back to Rudy. I don't want to take a lot of time. I just, you know, really blessed to be part of this Suponic Global movement and to have a lot of my very, very dear friends that I've been in business with before, down through the years, that are also involved with me with this. And I just want to thank everybody for all the effort that they put in. And I want to turn it back over to you now, Rudy.
Spoken like a selfish leader. I mean, you are just amazing, brother. You are just that leader of leaders. I mean, that's really someone that I've been looking up to for 5, 6 years now. We started in the e-commerce space. I remember not knowing anything about drop shipping, and Bobby's like, "Don't worry about it. You don't have to. just get in, and then just look what these guys do, and then just go copy them." And so, you know, Bobby is definitely a blessing in my life, and I'm just so happy again that he was one of those people. When I first showed it with him, he said yes right away. He caught the vision and ran with it. So big congratulations to you and your team as well, Bobby. And so I see some chats, or I see things in the chat about, let's get to the presentation, guys. This is a team meeting. I'm doing presentations every other day. This is something you can watch the presentation on YouTube. You can get off this call right now, but this is more of informative, casual. I just want everybody to hear and connect the dots to all these people that I've been talking about. This is how it all started. So if you guys want to see compensation plan and all that, you can go to YouTube right now. But otherwise, I wanted to make this a very special call. No, more than anything else, I want to make this informative so you guys can go ahead and hear about how this all started and how we all are here today, helping people earn an income, 4 or 5 figures a month already in pre-launch. We haven't even launched the company. And then those of you guys that stick around, I'm going to cover the promotions. The promotions that are going on, you guys, is just going to blow you away. So make sure you stick around. The next person I want to bring up, I didn't even know, I did not expect her on the call because I want to save Game Warden for last. He's the reason why we're all here. But here's a quick story. She was in the same business as I was. We just didn't know it. And it's funny because I think it was maybe a few weeks before I joined Suponic, we were at the same office at the same meeting with the same people. And I didn't even know that she was in Suponic at the same time. She is an angel. She is just so awesome. She is very, very connected to this company. And we also call her the Director of Communications here with Suponic. So everything you see that we put out there, it's all because of her. And she's also the head committee for this amazing launch that we're putting together. I can't wait till you guys hear from her. You guys may know her as Miss Satoshi. Miss Gallardo, are you there?
I am here. Thank you for asking me to come on, Rudy. I'm so excited to share with everybody. You know, when I listen to the stories of you guys getting in and everything, it makes me relive my experience. I'm in that picture there. I'm the gal in the red dress in the front row to the left there. And so being part of the beginning isn't always allotted to everybody, but you're still in the beginning of the beginning if you're here with us, because we haven't technically launched our company. And how many times have you ever said to yourself, gee, I wish I would have known about Bitcoin when it was a few cents? Well, I did, but that's another story. Okay. But how many times have you looked at other things that have now become mainstream, like Google and Facebook? Okay. At some point, somebody started that and you were there at the beginning of the beginning and you didn't make a move. Well, here with Suponic, we make it easy. Why do we make it easy? Because it's not like you don't have to put in, you know, like $100,000. Yes, there is a different levels, but you can get in with $100. But let me ask you something. Are you willing to take an educated guess? And when I say educated guess, with the presentations that you can come to and you could learn about why it is that Suponic Global is the company that you need to align yourself with. Are you willing to take that educated guess and get in when you can really grow with us while it's still in that phase? Well, let me just tell you something. Just like Sis Evelyn, I too did super, super well. But you know what? When I was told about Bitcoin, I didn't move in the right way that I should have. And my story is that I was able to purchase Bitcoin when it was 14 cents. But the reason why I bought it, quite honestly, is because I was invited to participate in helping a charity. But this charity would only accept this thing called Bitcoin. And I thought, okay, whatever. I really want to support this charity because it's going to help young children and feed them and educate them and everything. So I did it. So I bought $45 worth of Bitcoin. Today, that $45 of Bitcoin is now worth over $3 million. And so now when Bitcoin came back around to me when it was around $240, I started to learn about it, but I still didn't quite understand it. And I let about 2 more years go by. And so finally in 2017, I learned about it, but now it was $918. And boy, I was kicking myself because I'm like, oh my God, now it's $918. It was $240 when I first started to like really learn about it. And then what is it today? Today, it's about $11,000. Okay. So right now we're telling you about SGC, Suponic Game Credit, and it's in the gaming industry. We are in a $1 trillion industry. You know, with COVID didn't stop every business, and it certainly didn't stop gaming. So you want to look at the fact that we're in the gaming industry, which is actually growing because people are at home and they're looking to do something fun, and we're making money. We truly are making money. In fact, there's 3 different ways to make money. I'm not going to go over that tonight because you should go to a presentation, but it's also a lot of fun. So why not join? We're making a lot of money and we're having fun. So thanks,
Right.
Rudy.
Awesome. I love it. And Gail, since you're on here, a lot of people, obviously, as you can understand, they want to know who Jay is, right? We call him the Oracle. And so if you could pick like one of the millions of stories that we've heard, what's your favorite one that you can share with everybody?
There's so much, but you know, the one thing I would like to share about Jay is he's a young man of age 38, but he's an old fool. And I mean that in the best of ways. And what I mean by that is when you start to speak with him, he's just so full of intelligence, but he's a man of heart. And so the story that I want to share with everybody is how he was brought up in a family that didn't start off wealthy, but because of his family's diligence, from Korea to Australia, they became wealthy by opening up a business in jewelry. And they just kept repeating what they were doing, and they were buying more jewelry at the low price and selling it at a high price, and they kept repeating that. But this family has heart. And they didn't spend their wealth on just lavish things, you know. I mean, they've got some really nice things, which is great. They've got resorts throughout the world and such, but they're all about giving back and about having people become the better person that they should be. Because we were not intended to be on this earth to just survive. We were here to thrive. And, you know, it gives me chills to think about the things that we can do with our wealth isn't just to be able to enjoy lives for ourselves, but it's to really transform the lives of hundreds of people that are out there that are so much more less fortunate than us. You know, when we complain about, you know, maybe being cold because, or no, maybe being too hot because the weather's been super hot and, you know, maybe our air conditioner goes out. You know what? How about thinking about you don't even have a home and you're out in the desert? You know, think about things like that. Well, to me, that's the end of and I should not say the end. It's what's at the end of the road. It's like the rainbow. And so, you know, in you asking me about what's my favorite story about Jay, it's the many stories that he shares about giving. And that's what we can do here with what we can build with Suponic Global.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Yes, absolutely. And this picture was taken when he was visiting LA, right? He met Jock for the first time. He met AC. He didn't know anything about the Lakers. What happened on this day?
That was one of the first things that we had with Jay. And Jay was actually supposed to go back to Korea, but because of COVID, he was prevented from going back. And he actually had a plan to launch Suponic in China. And he had hired an assistant who was going to be his translator. And we've all met her. I don't see her here in the picture, but so he had that all put in place. But because of COVID, he decided to launch it here in America. Why? Because he saw a group of us that were so enthusiastic about this industry and what was behind it.
That is so special. I love it. So what you're saying, Gil, is if it wasn't for COVID-19 and some sort of divine plan, like we wouldn't even be here right now.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know what? There's no mistake. There's no coincidence. You know, I think what we are given, we have to work with and just transform ourselves to be even better.
Absolutely. Awesome. Thank you so much. And are you looking for Choi? Because she's right here.
Oh, that's Choi. Yeah, I was actually looking for Yo-Yo. So
Yo-Yo. I want to see Yo-Yo. I haven't seen Yo-Yo. I want to know what she looks like. She was probably the one taking the photo.
hey, you're right. She might be. Yes. Yes.
That's so funny. That is so awesome. And I just text Francis. He's having dinner with his family right now. He wished he could jump on, but that is our chief operating officer right there, Francis Yoon. That guy, if it wasn't for him, me, Fatai, and Bobby would be in big trouble right now. He helped us out in the very beginning where we were signing people up with pieces of paper. So talk about those growing pains and awesome stories that we can share looking back, and we're looking back almost like this was years ago, guys. This was 5 months ago, nearly 6 months ago. And so before I show you guys these awesome promotions, Gil, thank you so much for everything you do and everything you continue doing. I know that we're working extremely hard behind the scenes on this virtual launch. Do you want to give them a quick peek on what's happening or a quick update? Gil, I'm sorry to get you on the spot, but maybe they might want to hear about that.
No, it's fine. It's my pleasure to do the work behind the scenes here, to put on a launch that is going to be literally out of this world. So our launch is going to be set for Saturday, September the 26th. And what we're doing is we're doing a big introduction of Suponic Global. We are literally going to be launching on the planet of Suponic. So I'm not going to give it away because we've got lots of great surprises, lots of great video. You will be entertained. You will be just dazzled what we have in store for you. So the committee has been working very hard, and we're excited to be showing this to you. And we have some promotions. So I think, Rudy, you're going to go over those promotions to get people to come and participate in this wonderful launch. And so listen up, because it's going to benefit you tremendously. And for those of you who are sitting on the fence, let me just tell you, the person who invited you, they invited you because they saw something in this. But you know what? Let me tell you something. If you don't see it, it really is okay. But, you know, I have to tell you, I had an experience where I told somebody about another opportunity that was in crypto. And he kept telling me, no, 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 no. Well, let me tell you something. Like Sister Evelyn, it totally changed my life. So when he saw how, you know, I've changed in so many different ways, and then he saw me driving a brand new car, you know, he finally came up to me and he says, "What is going on with you?" And I said, "Well, remember I was telling you about that program I got into?" And he kind of thought and goes, "No, I don't remember." And I had my phone. I said, "Well, let me show you the text messages I've shown you. Let me show you the emails I've shown you." And then he kind of chuckled. And then he put his own hands around his neck and he said, "You should have strangled me," and said, "Take a listen." And I said, "Well, you know what? I did tell you that if you said no, it's okay. But the good thing is it's not too late." So he did get involved with me in that crypto program, and he's with me on board now with Suponic also. So I just want to let you know that just don't get mad at the person who might have told you if you don't feel like it's right for you now. But let me just tell you something right now. Take the time to explore it, okay? You've got all these presenters that are volunteering to show you all about it. And I want Rudy to tell you about the promotions so that you can also see even more.
There we go. My mouse was being a little stubborn. Awesome. Thank you for sharing that. And yes, absolutely. It's all about timing in people's lives. And we always say this, right? Opportunities never go away. They just go to the next person. So you always want to be open-minded. You don't want to get left behind because we're all taking off to Suponic Planet. We're putting on our space suits. We're sitting on the space station. We haven't even turned on the thrusters yet. And we're getting ready to take this thing to the next planet. And they always say, sky's the limit. Guys, that's overrated. Sky is not the limit when there's footprints already on the moon. We're taking this thing to the next galaxy. All right, so Gail, thank you so much for sharing all that information and obviously the stories. I mean, that's just a whole nother call about all the stories. But let's go ahead and I want to go ahead and roll out the red carpet for the individual that brought me into this business and my whole story about not being open-minded and and keep shutting him down, but he kept coming back. I love him so much. I'm in total debt with him because not just of our friendship that we had before this business, but now how this business has just even created a stronger bond. Literally, they always say life happens for you and not to you. I wouldn't have known that when I moved him, when he moved here to my house, when I got to meet him through the e-commerce business, I always just wanted to help. I just love helping people. And when I saw what his situation was, where it could be, I wanted to be able to say, you know what, move here in our home. Let's be like family. You move in with your wife and kids, and let's have crazy times, right? We don't know what's going to happen. Two families in one household, you never know what's going to happen. And at the time, I was driving for Uber, driving for Lyft. He's just been such a good friend of mine. And I just remember as I was building my other business, I kept saying, dude, I don't have time. Like, you see me working in the kitchen. I don't have time for anything else. So if it wasn't for him, we wouldn't even be here right now because I would have kept saying no and no and no, and the opportunity would have passed. But because of his tenacity, building this business from scratch with Jock Johnson, with AC Green, literally meeting Jay Park in person himself, just like Francis and people in this picture. I want him to share his story about Suponic and why he's so excited about everyone being here. So, Hayward, take it away, brother.
Can you hear me?
Loud and clear. Can we see you?
Okay.
More
Okay,
importantly.
hold on. Yeah, hold on. It's gonna be, my family's gonna be like, why? What is he doing? But hold on. Let's see. We're having a little family party at my cousin's house, and I'm using her Wi-Fi. Can you see me?
Yeah, louder. Yep, I see you, buddy.
Okay, perfect. I'm gonna stand right here, and then I'm gonna talk. They're gonna be like, what's going on? Hello, my name is Hayward. They call me the Game Warden. And yes, I did start building this company with Jock Johnson and AC in the very, very, very beginning. And let me give you my background, and I kind of tell you the beginning of that. But I've been in the financial world for 12 years. I say retired about 5 years now because my daughter's going to turn 5 in December. Personal reasons why I quit, and I wanted to find something different. But the funny thing about that is I figured out that I was going to jump into the MLM space because it gives me independence. It's a new way to learn a new skill, and also being around my kids. I'm old fashioned. I feel like somebody needs to be home. So I wanted to find a way to make that income. So we're scratching and clawing for this whole time until now. So thank God for Suponic Global. But I've been in gaming all my life, every inch. I actually have a family member, my sister-in-law, trying to make fun of me because I was having a conversation with my nephew because I know the ins and outs of the industry, and I'm letting him know because he wants a PS5, right? But I've never stopped gaming. I don't have a problem with it. So I worked in stores. I helped people with their storylines with developing games, testing them, going to expos, talking to marketers, getting really greedy on the very first tournaments that were out there. They weren't, online. They were just, a bunch of kids and adults trying to figure out how to like make their own leagues, and look what it is now. So I've always been in the trenches. So when we started, it was with another company, with another guy that had a vision, right? But the thing was, Jock is the one who was going to bring the people, which he did. I was happy to be one of them, and he just wanted me to, he's always been mentoring me, and then we jumped into this opportunity about gaming and crypto. But the funny thing about it is all their leaders, not one knew about gaming at all, like nothing.
Yeah.
So they were dropping, blank faces when they were trying to explain, the Twitch and the and any of that nature of, Ninja, the streamer from Twitch that's played Halo and gets 50, 80,000 people in his streams, which is like world breaking, like at the time. So I started educating people of what this was. So we were driving from Rancho Cucamonga and other cities for like at least twice a week for a while. But then we met Jay Park, and yes, Jay Park has a lot of heart, and he has a lot of character that literally can influence anybody he meets. So he's a very powerful man. But the crazy thing about it is, I was so enamored about the whole crypto and what's going to be in gaming, because you have to understand, folks, even before the pandemic, there's companies that are making $3.5 billion just in their microtransactions. That wasn't with meaning using, your real money, the fake money. And that wasn't even their revenue for actually selling hardware or software or any of that. It was just people either downloading a free game or buying a game, and then paying more for more items in the game. It's nuts, right? But even in the pandemic, that still is going on. Like Nintendo's a perfect story that kind of lets you know about this industry when it comes to gaming. Their top 10 games are over either over 10 million each units within a short, very period of time. And some of those records were broken in the pandemic, okay? And right now, in the pandemic, because of their sales for this year, they're the richest company in Japan. And they did it at the time of the pandemic and everything's slowing down. So now combine that powerful industry and then put it a currency that's actually real and put it in that system. What do you think is going to happen? And so that was my drive and my thing, because my thing was easy. If this is going to be combining these two industries, and it actually is going to change the world, because every time when it comes to technology, every 10 years, something happens. And guess what? The clock is literally going to, the oven clock is going to buzz right now. So you have to understand that. That's why it gets me excited. That's why I was driving and trying to help build a team. And because you got to remember, folks, I'm just a banker. My skills is helping people coming into me, and I'm like their therapist when it comes to their financial side. So I try to help them out, get them to the right partners with real estate or whatever the case is. So my skills for this space was very, very young. Rudy's the one that recruited me with JoJo for another organization. And so I just started. So for me, I'm very humbled. I'm very blessed that because we're literally going to reach 4,000 people on our team. So that's not just for my effort, that's with everybody else. But I'll end it with this. And I just wanted to share this because, yeah, you don't have to be a gamer. You don't have to be a guru. You just have to be knowledgeable about what this is, and that's it. Because remember, any other opportunity, you got to buy a lotion or a potion. You got to know how it works, and you have to answer all the questions, and you got to get this volume and that volume. And, if you want to go into insurance, which I tried that too, you got to get your license, and you got to do this, and 25 people on the list. You're just going to be sharing gaming. You're going to be sharing gaming that has already existed, and it's in our platform. The tools are there, the blockchain is there, and you just have to bring them to us. I am recruiting people that are not even on my team, that other people call me just to help them out. Some of them are gamers and some of them are not. Because at the end of the day, I don't care. I've been doing this for the last 2 years, and that was my job and my promise to Jock, that if he gets the people in, I'm going to talk to them and make them understand the industry. So now those people call me and ask me to help them, because I still do it, because that's going to be my promise to this company and to everybody on this team, that I'm always going to try to help them as much as I can to talk to people. And as long as I do that, it's going to come back to me, because I got a future 5-year-old and a 2-year-old, and I want to give them everything that I can possibly can before I go. Give them the powerful future, because my dad died at 15, so he didn't leave me anything, and And I don't want that I love my dad. He helped me be the person I am, but I don't want to repeat that with my kids. So I want to set a solid future for them, regardless of what happens. So with that, thank you for everything. Thank you for this team. And of course, the one thing I had to say is what's very true. I was kind of like constantly putting the opportunity in front of, because Rudy knows how to explain things. He's passionate about it. He wants to grind. And then for Ty, same thing. And in addition, they knew crypto. So I literally just needed to like grab their head and put them to the paperwork for them to kind of see it, which you can't do that, right? So I just kept reminding them. So that 30 cents got them both in to look at it, and look where we are now. So to share, and remember 101 on showing an opportunity. They're not saying no to you. They're saying no to whatever opportunity you have. So just move on and you'll find somebody else. So with that, I'll give it back to you, Rudy.
Love that, Hayward. I love that. And truth be told, right, when you were sharing this with us, you were working to get AC Green on a call. You were working to get Jay Park on a call because you and Jock had told us, hey, you bring this amount of people, I'll bring them to the call. And it was funny. I went and started promoting. I know Fatai, she was supposed to, but she didn't. She got busy with her other business that she was in. And so what happened, Hayward? I showed up on the first night by myself.
Yes.
I'm thinking Fatai's going to show up. She didn't show up on that call, but it was awesome because we had AC, we had Jay Park, we had Jock Johnson, and we didn't have a presentation. It was literally them just talking about what the vision was, right? And I knew that I couldn't let you down. And I said, dude, I got like 25 people that said yes. And what happened? I think like 8 people showed up.
Hey, it was something, because that little snowball, it went. In fact, that's true. I asked Jock, I said, Jock, help me out. If I can get people to come to a Zoom, can we do it? Because that wasn't even the setup. We just made that. I just said, hey, we're just gonna do a Zoom. F it. Just figure this out. And I called up Jock and I said, hey, Jock, look, if I can make a Zoom, can I get you to come? Because the people that I'm going to introduce you to already know how to build, and they know crypto. So you don't have to. I said, let me explain gaming, right? I sent you videos. We had deep conversations about it. Same thing with Fatai. I just gave you guys little nuggets, and you just kind of went, okay, I get that. So what's up with the crypto? And then we started talking about how everything's there, ready to go. And, again, like people say, it's history, right? I didn't push you. I just kept showing you, right? Because again, people, I'm not a builder. I wish I can say I'm this master builder, and I'm still learning, and I'm still growing. And every person, we just bought a new house, so everybody who walks in, they leave with something about Suponic. So hopefully there's just follow up. But any person that walks into my home is already going to have a presentation ready to go, no matter what.
Because you're coming from a place of love, just like how you were asking us to join in. So, and then Fatai, she finally jumped on the call the next day. She saw it, and I remember I was like, Fatai, you need to come and check this out. It was almost like Game Warden. I was gonna help you. You know what I mean? Like it was almost like a team effort. I was like, bro, if Fatai only saw what I saw tonight, and heard what she heard, or what I heard, I know she's going to be all over it. And I remember calling Fatai, maybe Fatai, if you want to chime in, but it was so funny. And then we started building the business. And Hayward, you remember this, brother. We were just calling. I started writing everybody down on the piece of paper. Hayward, you took the photo, and you're like, you're going to remember this moment for the rest of your life. So let me take a photo so we can look at this a year or 5 years from now, right? And we were literally taking orders at one point. It wasn't. We
lost a lot of sleep, remember? Because let's put it this way, folks. We had so many people that we wanted to make sure we knew how the comp plan worked, to make sure everybody was going to win. You get it? It wasn't just about me or Rudy, or it was literally, okay, we have X, Y, and Z. We have this many people, right? Like it was like 3 nights of literally like going to bed at 3 or 4 in the morning. Just to make sure, not because again, at the end of the day, people going under us, we were going to benefit, right? But we wanted to make sure that every single person was going to benefit the minute that the key was turned. So that came from love, and that came from people wanting to trust us enough to jump so quickly. And I never had that before. So I'm like, no, I'm not going to screw this up.
and me and Hayward were like, dude, usually it's all the people that we look up to. Remember that? Like, it's usually all the people we see standing on stage. It's the people we always see flaunting. They're making 40, 50, 60 grand a month. They got these monstrous teams. And me and Hayward were like, dude, they're calling us.
Yeah, like, it's humbling. It's not even a bragging, folks. Like, literally, like, humbling. It's it's like all of a sudden, the Lakers decided to like pick us up to go play. Like, it would be like, what? Like, that feeling, and that tiredness I will never forget.
No, definitely not. And obviously having AC Green and then Jay Park on the call, that was just so special. But Fatai, were you going to say something?
Yes, you know what? Hayward knows. We laugh about it because Hayward was literally texting Rudy and I and posting pictures of himself with AC Green on his Facebook. And I would just thumbs up and I'd say, oh, Hayward, that's awesome. You're with AC Green.
That's right.
So,
that's right.
yes.
Yep.
And I do remember that weekend when we got on the call, I called you, Rudy. I said, Rudy, do you know anything about this business that Hayward is showing us? It sounds good. What do you know about him? We were going back and forth because I was like, I know crypto. That sounds good. And like I told you, the very next day, I literally, any and every piece of Suponic, anything, I was on it. I watched that. There's like I think it's like a 6-hour video on the whole 2018 Suponic Expo that they had in South Korea, the largest expo for cryptocurrency. I watched that. I was looking for anything and everything that I could find out about the business. And I did tell Game Warden and Rudy about that. That was one of the things that before I shared this platform, I did my due diligence because I don't bring people to something that is, there's nothing guaranteed, but you have to have the basics of the business. You got to have a blockchain, whether it's an ERC20 blockchain, a proprietary blockchain. There has got to be a blockchain or there is no coin. That was the first thing I had to solidify. And then it wasn't just me. I reached out to the people that I know of that are very versed in blockchain and had them do due diligence for me too. Rudy knows we found, everything I found, I passed it over. I said, have you seen this? And even though we were in it, we decided to build the business. We continued to explore, to ask questions, to do all of that stuff, because we wanted to, we're just like anybody else. Nobody is rich here. Nobody wants to put their money into something that is a fake and a fraud. So, now you ask us, we can pretty much tell you because we've done the due diligence.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And Fatai, obviously we had the privilege, of course, with some people on the call that we got to see the blockchain. And so we are requesting another live demo because we understand how important it is for all, especially the new people that have joined in the last 30 to 60 days, how important it is for them to see what we saw in the beginning, Fatai. So I told everybody that we're working extremely hard to get that done for them. So,
yes, the request is in through AC. So
yep, the request is there, guys. And so with that, again, I just wanted to have you guys meet the awesome crew. And trust me, this is just some of them. There's a lot of other people behind the scenes. You got Dr. Allen, you have Robert Allen, you have Elmer Duga Duga, you have Biggie, you have so many names, guys, that were there in the very beginning. Francis, Jock Johnson, of course. And so you guys just heard from some of those special individuals. They're going to go down as legends. And so the best part is that we're still in the pre-launch, guys. And I appreciate everybody being on here. I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up by sharing the promotions and why it's so important for you guys to take extreme advantage now more than ever before. Because again, we started at 30 cents. We didn't have promotions back then. We got in at 30 cents. We were like, oh man, when this hit 60 cents, and we were looking at it like it was in the future. Now we're looking at it like it's already happened. And now we're going to go to $1 October 1st. And so what we wanted to be able to do is some of our leadership, we went to corporate, we came up with some different ideas. How can we drive traffic? How can we drive results? How can we increase those numbers Because I'm telling you right now, Jay Park is not the type of guy that just takes chances. He's numbers, and he's numbers. And he knows exactly what we need to do in order to have a successful launch. So how do we get 1,000 people at the launch? Well, we come up with all these different promotions. Like right now, I'm doing a raffle for a free funded account every other day. You know, and that right there is helping a lot. That's something I'm doing within my own organization. And then you have a virtual launch that's scheduled for September 26th that we all get to be a part of. You have big announcements coming your way. Obviously, there's a lot of NDAs on this call, and so we can't release those to you tonight, but just understand that you do not, and I repeat, you do not want to miss a call with AC Green. Okay, because you never know what they're going to share. And sometimes people are like, oh, I missed it. You know, and then you got to find out through Facebook or you got to find out through Telegram. So those are happening every day, guys, 7 days a week, which is 9 p.m. Eastern. That means that's 12 p.m. in the Philippines. You know, what is that, 1 p.m. In other places, I think 11 a.m. in Thailand, you know, early afternoon in New Zealand and South Korea, South Africa. So it's plenty of time for all of you guys to jump on. It's the perfect time. So make sure you guys stay plugged into that. And then there's a saying in this business, guys, that alone you can run fast, but together we can run far. I'll say that again. Alone you can run fast, but together we can run far. It's all about working with each other collectively to run through this launch with a big team, okay? It's not about running through the launch by yourself. You want to lock arms with people and start building momentum going into the launch, not watching from the sidelines or running by your lonesome, right? You want to be able to lock arms with people, visionaries, people that want to see it. And then like I promised all of you, when you guys understand that if we get over 100 people on my team call, you guys are going to have our special guest and our CEO, AC Green, on our team call, guys. How cool is that? So start promoting, start bringing everybody in. Once we get over 100 people, we're going to knock that out of the park. And so the other reasons to call this a September to Remember is because these are your winners. They won $100 accounts. So big shout out to Big shout out to Renee. Big shout out to Matthew, Sanja, Peggy, and Xavier. Congratulations, they showed up. And then the big winner, Rolando Castro, won an SPG2. So congratulations to Rolando Castro from the Philippines. This is an amazing story, guys. This is the type of individual right here that kept showing up to my Zoom calls every single time, never didn't show. Like when I saw the name, I was like, oh, Rolando's here again. That's great. And he wanted to understand the business. But not only that, he also wanted to take extreme action. Okay? He wanted to start building teams, but he was trying to figure out how to make money to come into this business. But he kept showing up. Talk about the law of attraction. Talk about the universe being in your favor. Because when I did the raffle, guess what happened? He won an SPG2, guys. Think about how powerful that is. So big shout out to Rolando for winning that. Now he's taking that pack. He's probably going to upgrade with his team efforts, of course, and obviously build a team and make his way to the top. And he's been very consistent in the business, well-deserved. And then, of course, we're having a drawing, guys. We're having a drawing as a company. For 9 lucky winners is going to get 100 unlocked SGC. So make some noise in the chat for this. This is the Master Gamer Hour. This is through Suponic Global as a company. And then 1 lucky winner is going to get 1,000 unlocked SGC. You guys know what that means? That means you don't have to wait 6 months. There's no locking mechanism where you can't touch your SGCs. They're available for you just like that. You're also going to be introduced on the live podcast interview, and you're also going to have a chance to get some free headphones. With that, there's probably, Gil, I'm just going to take a ballpark guess here. Would you think that there's somewhere maybe around 150 tickets left? Maybe 100? I don't know, Gil. What's your ballpark guess on?
I would guess it's going down pretty quickly. I'd honestly say just for safekeeping and make sure people get a ticket, let's just say 140.
There you go. There you go. Let's even and put it in your mind, guys. Maybe there's only 100 tickets left. You don't know. Let's create that urgency, guys. Let's go ahead and start getting those in. And of course, this is going to be all the way through until we deplete this whole 140, 130, 120 tickets that are left. So make sure you act fast because, again, Jay Park said we're going to have this virtual launch once we have 1,000 tickets. And this is one way we're going to drive ticket sales. Another way, guys, that we're going to drive a lot of momentum and a lot of excitement is obviously the promotion. Okay, our promotion is one. Okay, you're going to get 3,000 Bitcoin. Who wants $3,000 in Bitcoin, guys? Who wants to earn $3,000 in Bitcoin? This is effective right now. It's funny because when me and Game Warden and Gail and Fatai were all on the leadership call, and Game Warden was like, "Oh man, this is like the clash of the titans." Because who would like to win $3,000 in Bitcoin starting today with $1,000 package or higher? You will be able to receive for the top recruits. This means you got to bring in the most directs. Okay, you're the top recruiter of the company. That means you personally sponsored more people than anybody else between now and September 25th. You will earn $3,000 in Bitcoin, guys. How awesome is that? Second runner-up, we're going to give you $2,000 in Bitcoin. And then, of course, the last runner-up, $1,000 in Bitcoin, guys. Make some noise in the chat. I see a lot of participation happening. And then, of course, we also have to understand that we're in a promotion right now for the price. Okay, the price of SGC is normally 80 cents. Okay, so if you buy in at the $100 package, you're going to be able to get it at obviously 80 cents. If you buy in at the $500 package, you're going to get in at 80 cents. But here, guys, when you get into the SPG3, which is your $1,000 package, guess what? You're going to get it at 62 cents. How cool is that? So let me go ahead and show it to you. So if you buy in at the $100 pack, some of us came in at 30. Okay, we're just trying to get up to the $1 price. Right now, guys, you can get it at 62 cents with $1,000 package or higher. And you guys heard the stories from Gail, from Sis Ev, and I'm sure many other stories out there where you were in the shoulda, coulda, woulda, where you heard about Bitcoin, but you didn't take any action. Guys, this is the moment. This is your time to shine. This is life happening for you, okay? And it's up to you to be able to take action right now. And so you can get in as low as 62 cents. This is until, you ready for this? This is only until September 15th. Look at the date. For some of you guys, it's already ending. The day is ending on the 13th. Some of you guys are starting out on the 13th. So it's only 2 more days for some of you. And of course, some of us 3 more days. So take action. I don't stop until 1 or 2 in the morning because I'm helping all of you guys make sure that you achieve success. That's why we're all here. And I want to thank everybody for being here with us tonight. Everybody, thank you so much for sharing those powerful, powerful stories. Of course, this was recorded. Okay, this was recorded. I want to make sure that this goes down in history. So before I end the call, I want to go ahead and show everybody's beautiful faces because we're doing this, guys. We're doing this right now. This is something that we can all look back at. So go ahead and start taking your cameras off. All right, let's go and see those beautiful mugs. All right, those beautiful faces from different parts of the world, because what you're looking at right now is the September to remember. This is what we're talking about, making history. This is when I say, if it's not you, then who? If it's not now, then when? And if it's not this, then what? Of course, I love all of you. I appreciate all of you. Look at the women. They're tying up their hair, fixing everything up. I'm going to give you guys some time. Don't worry. But go ahead and, guys, show your faces, because this is going down in history when people come in, and we got millions of people coming into the organization, and they say, oh man, those guys got lucky. You're looking at them right now. All right, so get ready. I'll take a few screenshots. All right, I like it. Everybody's it looks like I got 3 pages of pictures, so give me some time to do this, guys. Just go ahead. I'm taking screenshots right now. Just bear with me. Hold on. Appreciate everybody. Fatai, Bobby Jones, Gil, everybody, thank you so much for your stories. Of course, Sis Ev and Shirley, my Suponic Angels. Okay, shout out to all the internationals. Appreciate all of you guys. Okay, cool. Hold on, got a little pop up. All right, ready? 1, 2, and 3. There we go. All right, cool. Give me a second. That's the first page, guys. Hold on. You might, if you don't wait, you might not be included in the photo. And if you guys want to take your own photos as well, start taking screenshots for me. Put them in Facebook. Start taking screenshots for me and send them to me on Facebook. All right, page 2. None of you guys are showing faces. I'm gonna start calling you out by names. We're having fun, guys. We're having fun. All right, awesome. Let's take one more photo. Ready? 1, 2, and 3. Awesome. You guys can also take screenshots yourselves, okay? Because I'm telling you, we're about to make history. And I'll let you guys leave with a quick video, and then we'll go from there, okay? So, 1 second. Here we go, here we go.
Give us a smile too.
Give us a smile, that's right. And so I want to welcome everybody to Suponic Planet. Roger, can you see my photo or can you see my screen?
Yep. Yes.
All right, guys, here you go. Enjoy. Everybody put on your spacesuit. We're taking off to Suponic Planet together, baby. Here we go. Enjoy the video.
Hi, welcome to Suponic. We are glad to have you here in our virtual headquarters. That's right. Now, before we jump in, let me explain what is happening to you. You are no longer on Earth, but on a space station near planet Suponic. We are a possibility in an impossible universe. In 2030, the Earth has become almost uninhabitable, so those with wealth have built a space station called Oracle 1 next to planet Suponic, a place of ideal happiness where gamers, game developers, game publishers, blockchain techs, and crypto lovers are united together with true fun, exciting, and profiting experience powered by blockchain technology. The Suponic planet provides luxurious living for those who can win. One of the most important features on Suponic is something called SGC. SGC stands for Suponic Game Credit and is the game credit used in the Suponic game platform, backed by the blockchain. Gamers of the galaxy can use SGC to buy items and play against others for prizes through multiplayer challenging esport mode, which is available only to citizens of planet Suponic.
Flashed, he's going to get that shot, and it has to be the best player in Europe, and then the world. Eliminate all targets in the GO.
Those without SGC continue to live and play on Earth, an Earth in quarantine that has been financially and mentally devastated, overpopulated, and where people can only dream about making a living playing games. The lucky ones are the esports gamers, developers, and those with a business mindset made of steel. People from many worlds come to the Suponic for all the things they can do, and they stay because of all the things they can be. Except for this guy kidnapped by aliens when he was young. Player X from Earth now travels the galaxy salvaging anything of value for rewards, a habit from the old normal. To help fight Player X and his team and save the galaxy from his power, we need you to be the best player you can be, a hero of the galaxy, able to set standards across the gaming universe, paving the way for the first generation Suponians, bringing a new set of ideas and achievements with our perfect mix for the tokenization of game assets. By using blockchain technology, gaming assets can be not only bought, sold, or traded outside of the game, but can be actually owned by you. So don't just see, feel. Don't just learn, experience. Don't just exist, live. And don't just dream, do the impossible.
Who's excited? All right.
I
guys.
love that. That's like a movie trailer, Rudy. Like the first time we saw it, I was like, what?
I
on
know.
earth?
I want to be a warrior in Suponic.
By the
That's
way,
right.
they're making 5 more videos. So it's like you got to get the popcorn ready. All right, guys, awesome. I'll go ahead and mute everybody so we can take it out with making some noise. Go ahead and unmute yourself and say goodnight.
Good night.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Rudy.
Rudy.
Night, everyone. Thank you. Thank you, Brother
Awesome.
Rudy.
Yeah, Rudy, thank you.
Let's do it. Let's build it. Let's
Take it
go.
easy.
Thanks, everyone. Bye.
The
Good
Mogul
night, everyone.
warrior.
Great
Guys,
hearing from you.
yes.
Have a great evening, everyone. Let's keep
Thank you,
building.
Rudy.
All right, bye.
You're welcome.
See you in the Philippines.
I'll see you soon.
Canada!
Let's
Canada,
rock the
I'm coming to
Philippines.
Canada.
See you in Thailand.
Get me out of this quarantine, guys.
See you in Orange County.
Give me a reason. I know Fatai will travel too. Sure, in a hot minute.
Me too. Winter's coming. We need to get out of here.
Yes, we have to go out and feel the heat in the Philippines.
Oh yeah, I believe it. Good stuff.
Thailand's a good place to visit too.
Nice.
Awesome,
Bye-bye.
guys.
Right. Thank you, Rudy.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Have a good night.
Thank
You
you,
too.
Rudy.
Bye. Thanks.
Have a good day. You're welcome.
Thank you.
Awesome call, Rudy. Thank you. We love
Thank
you.
As
you.
always.
Thank you,
As
Dr.
always, yeah.
Awesome
you,
call,
Doc.
Rudy. I
Moment.
don't know you, but maybe one day I'll meet you.
24/7.
Yeah, likewise, Henry. Likewise. Appreciate you being on the call.
Let's
Thank you.
transfer the Suponic planet and leave Earth. I'm so excited.
I know it reminds me of you know when Falcon took off the Falcon X with Tesla just not too long ago, a couple of months ago, and it was all over TV and the internet. There was a meme going around saying, "All right, guys, we're really on this mission to get away from Earth. So good luck to all of you."
Okay, Rudy, can you give me that video presentation?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Thank you.
Right.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Rolando is like in cloud 9 from the
Oh, I
time he got
believe
that $500. It's equivalent to 3.5 million pesos.
I believe it. I
Yeah.
totally do. That is so awesome.
He won a jackpot better than a lotto.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's exactly what it's all about. I love that we did that.
Times. Very excited.
All right, guys. Awesome. Well, have a good day. Have a good evening.
Yeah, good evening. Good day. We love you all.
Let's go. Let's go.
Thank you.
Good night.
Have a good evening. I'll be in touch with you later.
All righty.